Welcome back, ladies and gents. We're continuing on with our walkthrough for God of War on the PC with Give Me God of War difficulty. And again, don't forget, if you want to purchase the game, use my epic creator code, which is CENTERSTRAIN01. When purchasing it, helps the channel out immensely, and I really do appreciate it. I can't recommend this game enough for those fans of just great RPG types of games, and just it's just such a great game.
Come.
So what we're going to be doing in this is another favor. I'm trying to accomplish things in a certain order. There's a reason for this, as I want this to be a very, very neat, easy to follow walkthrough, showing a few favors here and there in between regular story missions, and things that kind of flow within each other. Next favor is going to be up to our left here. You can run over these to gain some hacks later.
So, know any good stories to pass the time?
What kind of story?
I don't know. Mother always had stories. Weren't you told me when you were a boy?
There was a man I knew of long ago. His stories were brief and purposeful.
Sounds fun. Do you remember any?
There was one that concerned a hare and a tortoise.
Like the witch's house?
Unlikely.
So what happens?
They wager on a race between them. The hare is too confident of victory and foolish, while the tortoise is steady and disciplined. The tortoise wins.
You haven't told a lot of stories, have you?
Alright, so one thing about this favor is called Unfinished Business. It's where you got to go around and kind of help out these 4 wayward spirits. There's more spirits than just the 4, but you only need 4 in order to do this specific mission. So, we picked up this right here. This was one of the treasure things. Remember, it was in front of the troll I showed you guys previously, so we can go ahead and get the rewards from that here, which is an Oblivious Stone, a stone that hungers for energy and absorbs on contact. It's a legendary stone, so we'll be able to use it, obviously. Let's move around to the other side and pick up this. Now, there is a lot more stuff here in this area. You know, you can go up there and other things, but all of that is pertained to, like, another quest that we're going to do. So we're going to keep things nice and neat. That is, of course, the goal of this walkthrough.
Hey, look. A torch.
A torch is built with wood. That is a brazier.
A brazier.
All right.
Looks like
Let's just go ahead and get rid of these so they're not confusing. All right. So here we go. So we're going to have a little bit of a encounter here.
Boy.
Kvekia. Kvekia.
Alright, we got the first one. Next one's going to be burrowing towards us. Alright. Wait for our powers to rise back up. Once he does those 3, go in for a hit. I don't think so. Don't let him do that. I don't know. Alright, he'll do 3. 1, 2, 3. Go in. Perfect. I don't think so. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Got him. Alright.
You okay?
You still have much.
Well fought, you two.
What is that?
A spirit.
It's talking to us.
And it hears you as well. Don't be shy now.
You're dead?
You're very perceptive and reckless. Take caution when lighting these braziers. Sailor and Hellwalkers will swarm to the flames like moths. I assume we have you to thank for freeing us from a watery grave.
Us?
Other spirits. The Lake of Nine is full of them. Most are able to move on from this realm, but we, lucky few, are stuck here in Midgard until our affairs are in order. Perhaps you can help them as well.
We have no desire to help you, spirit.
Ah, but you already have. I only wished to see the sky again.
Doesn't matter which one you do first, it'll always be this. They'll always be in a certain order no matter where you go. Now you can see we picked up a few things, but it's not good for us because we already got the grip that we did from the previous side mission. So getting that right there wasn't that big of a deal. We're already good to go on having a better grip. So as I said previously, here you can get up there, but it's tied to another quest.
Come, let us not be distracted.
You can also see where there is a bird. I don't know. Can you hit it from here? That'd be... I think you can. There you go. You don't have to get it there. You can get it elsewhere.
So, I guess we should keep an eye out for other spirits.
What did I say about distractions?
But it sounds like they needed help.
They are spirits, boy. Dead things. They have no needs, only wants.
It feels wrong to ignore them.
We will get over these feelings.
Mom would have wanted to help them.
What was that, boy?
Nothing.
I thought as much.
The next thing we're going to pick up, there's also a spirit over here, but we're not going to do that spirit because that spirit ties into a quest that goes in there, which is a long quest with some dragons and all kinds of cool stuff. So what we're going to do is pick up a treasure map for an area that we're going to be going to in this video. So this is the only thing we're going to be getting here.
Enough. Stories are for the boat. We must focus.
Yes, sir. Another treasure map.
Alright, we'll just unlock this just to make sure. Again, I have no idea if you actually need to do this in order to unlock it. But eventually you'll be able to travel between all of them, so that's why I do that. So we just found a treasure, or should I say a treasure map, that leads to a boat that we're going to go to here in just a little bit. Now, you can get on these things here. Some of them have little mini gateways that provide little boss encounters, which obviously are great as well. You can even see that there's a bird there, but we'll come back and get that later.
Very well. There was a horse. The horse sought vengeance upon his enemy, a stag. But he could not kill the stag alone. The horse met a man, a hunter, and made a deal. He took the man's bit and bridle and allowed him to ride in the saddle on his back. Together, they killed the stag, and the horse tasted victory. But the hunter would not release the horse and made a slave of him.
So getting revenge cost him his freedom. Hope it was worth it.
It was not.
Alright, once you get off the boat here, you've got a few enemies to deal with. As you can see, just wear him down. Oh, come on. I couldn't go back any further, that's why. See, I was stuck by this boat, so that's why I got hit. Dang it. Alright.
Hey, it's another brazier.
Doesn't give us a
suppose you
lot
wish to
of
light
health
it.
going into
Can
this
I?
big battle. Alright, so we're gonna have to use our... Okay. Not a lot of health, but... we'll take it. Obviously, you can see that there's a chest here that we're gonna get in a minute. But we'll wait until we finish. Alright, here we go.
Boy,
Kvekia.
I don't think so. Alright. Alright, this guy you cannot... Or should I say these two? Remember, these are the ones that are immune to your axe damage. I don't think so. Oh, he did get it.
Wouldn't want to be that guy.
Okay, we got it. Nice. Every encounter is so hard, and you really got to come at it with a tactical
yes, another
way of
spirit.
doing it.
Hello.
I can't remember the last time I saw something walk these islands that wasn't dead or corrupted.
What do you mean?
The desolation, child, plagues this land, growing more severe with each passing winter.
Do you know its cause?
Not for certain, but I suspect the appearance of the World Serpent, along with the great flood that followed. Many were drowned, myself among them. The dead began to walk not long after.
Do you need anything from us?
Boy, I only wish to speak to someone again. A wish you have just granted. Thank you.
Alright, another legendary corrupt Rendant. And 2 of 4 spirits freed. Again, you could go up there, but that's for another quest, and we'll get that later. You can see all these are tied to this. Alright, sorry I had to edit that because I kept missing it. But we actually finally got it. Here we go, we got another apple. So this is starting our second dose of health. We don't get nothing yet, of course, but it will come. As you can see, there's one of those rifts up there. You guys, well, you haven't seen them yet, but they're also on some of the towers. And get really, really tough boss fights with those. Don't forget that there is a birdie up here, so a raven. Eyes of Odin. Other than that, that's it for now, and we'll move on to the next one.
Boy,
Halfway
what did I tell
complete.
you about offering help?
Don't.
Correct.
But can't we
This
just...
is not a debate. You must learn focus. Our journey need be your only concern.
But what if they can help us? That one seemed to know little about the lake.
And how does that help us with our goal?
We won't know unless we ask.
You can head over to the ship where a treasure is, as well as another spirit.
How about one more story?
Very well. There was a tale of a frog. His pond had dried up, so the frog and his son left to find a new home. They found a well. The son saw the water and made to jump in, but the father stopped him. He saw the well was deep, and once inside, they would not be able to escape if the water dried up again. Wisely, they moved on.
That's it?
Yes.
That's really not a story. If the son jumped in, it would be a story.
Then he would be trapped and starve while the father watched helplessly.
See? That's a story.
All right. What do you say we take a look at our skills here real quick and see what we got? I would love to do with the shield here, I think. Where is it at? Blocking a projectile attack at the last second absorbs the impact and redirects it towards another. This is good for those enemies that have those projectiles, where if you block it and you time it correctly, you'll be able to do a little bit of a pushback, which is always a good thing. Costs a lot of money, which is why you want to wait till you have enough to get it. But you'll see in this instance, it comes quite handy.
Well?
Well, what?
The brazier?
If you must. Here. Boy.
Sir. Kavekya.
See, sometimes he automatically levels up. You see how he's level 4 already? All right. Oh, it got me. All right, these guys are pretty easy to take out once you're able to take most of them out. There's just this guy left. So now we're just going to focus on that new move we just got. Works like a charm.
We did it!
Well done, boys. Never thought I'd see a scrap like that again.
What do you want?
To thank you. These dead reavers drowned me many winters ago, and I've been itching to see them get theirs.
So you died after all the flooding?
Indeed. I came to the Lake of Nine to pillage Tyr's temple, but I underestimated the severity of the desolation.
Have you seen other men? Living? A bearded one with tattoos?
Only the one standing in front of me. Thank you both for avenging my death.
Useless.
Well, we can't expect them all to know something useful.
All right, so we're going to destroy this. Pick up the treasure.
Treasure! All right!
Another legendary. Get up here. Grab this box. You can see there's a rift there as well. Come over here, you can just barely see it.
One more for the collection.
All right. One final location to go to for this quest line. I hope you guys are liking the way that I'm structuring the walkthrough, making it hopefully as easy it is for you
Maybe the
guys
next
to
one will have more
go to your
information.
videos.
Keep your expectations low, boy. Spirits are rarely useful.
How do they even exist?
When you sever a man from his life, it is not always a clean cut.
So you've met other spirits?
Yes, many.
What were they like?
Annoying.
I feel like I'm starting to get a little bit better at the combat, but it does take a little time to kind of start to master it. And on this difficulty, just like I said, the simplest of boss fights can just end you.
I think this is the last one. Might as well, right?
Fine.
Alright, well, we don't have full health, but I can get there by using this, I think. Or close enough. Yeah, let's start this amazing fun times. So we're gonna do it over here. Come over here, we've got nightmares. Alright, we thinned the herd. Luckily, we were able to get rid of most of the nightmares without too much trouble. They can be the biggest problem in this section. Alright, so now we just got this guy. So let's go ahead and health up a little bit just to make sure that we live this encounter. Trying to get his attention. That's why you want to use Atreus, because he can distract the shielded enemies, which is exactly what you need to defeat those types, unless you have the break the shield.
Another spirit who wants
Perk.
something from us.
What's wrong?
I came to this lake with a group of tradesmen, seeking refuge from the desolation. But how could we know it was even worse at the Lake of Nine?
We cannot undo your mistakes, spirit.
I know that. But I fear for my captain and crew. I believe they are still under the water. Will you find them for me?
Is there anything you can offer us in return?
I have little to offer.
Oh, well, I'm not sure.
Wait! I died wearing a valuable family heirloom. It's yours, if you promise to find my crew.
Deal.
Thank you.
Not sure why they make a deal. They would, I mean, they can just take it anyways.
You're learning.
It's not like he can keep them from it, but favor
Why didn't
complete.
your mom ever tell me about the desolation?
I won't speak for your mother.
We can't get over there
But
just
it
yet,
was never
so
my concern. Nor should it be yours.
Doesn't it concern us if everything around us is dying?
Our only concern is reaching the peak.
Really? Then why are we exploring all these islands?
The resources we find improve our equipment. If we stray from the path, it is only to prepare ourselves for the journey ahead.
I can live with that if it means we keep exploring. And helping others.
Alright, so there's going to be one more location that we're going to go to. There's no hidden agenda. There's no favor here. It's just to get another one of those big boxes.
How about one more story?
Very well. There was a young man who was caught stealing and condemned to die. His mother came to visit his prison. She was a kind woman who could only give love. But her son, the thief, met her with rage and bit off her ear.
What? Why?
Because the boy had always been a thief, and his mother had taught him only love and nothing of consequences. Had he been taught discipline instead, he might have lived longer.
Sure, but her ear, that's not right.
Alright, so we got some nightmares here as well, so you do need to be careful. All right. Nightmares are pretty easy to defeat on their own, but once there's other enemies involved, that's when it becomes a real challenge. All right, so this puzzle is not too difficult. First of all, let's grab this guy, which I'm always horrible at doing. Oh my god. I don't know what it is, but I just have never been able to get... When they move around like this... Ugh, they're always out of my reach. I think I'm going to try it from up here. Just because I can aim a little higher from here. There we go. Sorry about that. All right, so this one, a little bit of a mystery. So you got to knock these things down. So first things first. I'm going to grab this.
Ooh, good fun.
Now we're going to do this. There we go. And our second, that is right, the second apple already. See, this is why exploring is so good. So that way in the beginning, we're still really, really early into the game, still technically in chapter 2. And we already have one full complete health and then one more to get the second full complete health. So it's very important to do, you know, your discovering and search around. Obviously, this is a place we're going to come back to again at some point, as you can see. A lot of these places just don't open up yet until the water level has come down even more. Once that happens, everything's going to open up even more. You'll have different quests to be able to do, and but I think that's good for now. We're going to head back to the main area where we will continue our main quest line, which is Path to the Mountain.
Got another story?
One more. There was the story of the mother crab, who scolded her son. She told him he should walk forward, in pride, not sideways as he always did.
But she's a crab too. He should say, sure, I'll look for it as soon as you show me how.
Yes, he did say that. That was the story.
I got it.
I always love listening to the banter between them. Really great stuff. Alright, so we'll go in here to end this side quest video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Again, thank you so much for watching. If I do any upgrades, I'll probably do it offline, and I'll just tell you what it is that I'm upgrading so you guys don't have to see the menus and all that. But other than that, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video where we will continue the main story, Path to the Mountain. Peace.